Welcome to this ATA PD series on becoming a great presenter. Teachers have many ways to access great PD sessions, such as ATA events like teachers' conventions, specialist council conferences, workshops led by association instructors and facilitators, and events organized by your local PD committees. There are also school-based PD sessions, division sessions, even conferences outside of Alberta. We even see great virtual and on-demand PD sessions delivered via social media platforms. There are many great sources of PD sessions that teachers have access to, but there may be one very important source we haven't tapped into yet, and that is you. That's right. Your expertise and talent as a teacher could be shared as a presenter of PD sessions. The goal of this ATA PD series is to offer you ideas, strategies, and information to help you grow in designing great PD sessions. In this series, we'll learn how to develop great PD sessions, from preparing an effective proposal, strategies for developing engaging sessions for your adult learners, designing effective session materials, to facilitating that session on the day of. We'll explore a variety of topics to help you be successful as a presenter and to help your PD sessions be even more impactful than they already are. But before we explore how, we need to first ask one other question. Why? When you ask people what their fears are, many people will put presenting in front of their peers right at the top of the list. So why would we ever consider doing this? Well, there are several reasons. First off, preparing for and delivering a PD session is one of the best ways to deepen your own learning on a topic. When you've got a presentation date on the horizon, it is a great motivator to really dig in on a topic to learn more about it for your session. Finding resources, preparing your presentation materials, even delivering your session, it all further deepens your knowledge and expertise on the topic you're presenting on. And honestly, it's the best strategy I've ever used personally to really get focused on my own professional learning on a topic. There have been times when I really wanted to learn more about something and have submitted a presentation proposal before I was even fully comfortable with my knowledge on that topic, so that by the time that presentation date arrived, I had gained that extra knowledge that I needed. So don't feel that you have to be a complete expert on the topic before you submit your proposal. Developing a presentation for a proposal you've submitted is actually a really great way to prove to yourself that you can learn more on any topic. Another reason why is your own leadership development. Presenting a PD session to your colleagues can be an excellent way to really grow and develop your own leadership skills. Presenting to your peers can build your confidence, and it can show you your own self that you are a leader and that you do have valuable contributions to share. Presenting at conferences and conventions, or even within your own school, can be a great thing to add to a resume or a professional portfolio as you grow in your career. And building presentation skills and expertise in that area can really open doors to many other different types of leadership opportunities. A third reason why is contributing to the teaching community and giving back to your colleagues. Teachers love sessions led by other teachers. They see the relevance to their own daily teaching practice, and they see credibility in you, the presenter, as somebody who is living the same daily reality as they are. Things you've learned through your own experiences can be so helpful to other colleagues. Having professional conversations with colleagues in a PD session can be extremely gratifying as a professional. And regardless of your years of experience, it's important for you to know that we all have something valuable to share. Alberta has such excellent teachers, and the more we show willingness to submit presentation proposals for our PD events, the richer these events will become. It's a great way to give back to your colleagues, and it is very, very gratifying. So those are just a few of the reasons why we invite you to present a PD session. It's fun, it's exciting, and it's a great way to learn and share as a professional. So we hope you'll take the leap And we are here to support you along the way through this ATA PD series.
One of the most intimidating parts of choosing to present a session is that we put so much pressure on ourselves to be experts in our field. As Danny mentioned on a previous slide, teachers love learning from other teachers. And you are a professional. You are an expert in the field of education. I found that one of the most valuable parts of presenting a session is the learning that I get to do as I prepare the session itself. So if you've chosen a session topic and as you start working on preparing, you realize there's some learning to be done, that's a great thing. You don't have to have your PhD in a topic to share valuable learning, thoughts, and experiences from your perspective as a professional and a teacher with your colleagues. Once you've chosen your topic, it's important to evaluate. What do you know about your topic right now? And what do you not yet know about your topic? There are many places to find resources and research to support your learning about the session topic, to help you prepare for your session content, and to enhance your sense of self-efficacy as a presenter. Remember, you are a skilled teacher who has expertise and knowledge to share. So ask yourself, what research might I do to support my session? Teachers appreciate learning about resources and research that can support them in their learning journey as well. So you might want to share your favorite supporting resource that helped you prepare your session, or something else that you think your participants will find valuable. Your participants will appreciate your efforts to share interesting and credible books, articles, or digital resources, and they might use them themselves in their learning. When you're choosing supporting resources for your own research or to share with participants during your session, it's important to make sure that the resources you choose and use are current, credible, and evidence-based. We are professionals and we are presenting to professionals. So the resources that we choose and reference in our sessions contributes to our own credibility as a session presenter as well. I would suggest not overwhelming your participants with an abundance of resources and research. Sometimes even the best resources can get lost in a sea of links and book names. So instead, I would suggest choosing 1 to 3 credible, current, and evidence-based resources to focus on throughout your session so that the good stuff doesn't get lost. The ATA Library is an incredible place to find supporting resources for your session. The association's library publishes resources called LibGuides. You could see there's a QR code on the screen to bring you to our LibGuide website. Our LibGuides collate resources related to particular topics all in one spot. So if you need help researching a particular topic for your session, check out the LibGuides. The other piece is that our ATA librarians are more than happy to lend their expertise and suggest resources related to your session topic. It's as easy as reaching out to our ATA librarians on email, letting them know what you're looking for, and the conversation can go from there. You can also sign out books from the ATA library for free from anywhere in the province. Just visit our ATA website to reserve books and get in touch with our most excellent colleagues in the library.
Next, let's take a look at a few of the ways you can find presentation opportunities. One great opportunity to be a presenter is at our annual teachers' conventions. When you visit teachers.ab.ca, look under Professional Development and Teachers Conventions. Here you'll find links to all 9 of our teachers' conventions, and on their websites, you'll see where you can submit proposals for presentations. You'll see when those session proposals open and when they close. Just a reminder that on some of the convention websites, it requires you to create a speaker account so that you can manage your session proposal. In other cases, you fill in forms for your session proposals. The process varies a little bit, so visit each of the convention websites and you will see all of their procedures and timelines for submitting proposals. Now, another opportunity for you to present is at Specialist Council events. Specialist Councils will often have an annual conference or other professional development event. On our Specialist Council page, you can see the council directory, which gives links to all of our many specialist councils. Here's an example, the ATA Science Council, and on their websites, you'll see information for example, their conference. Here's their call for presenters, and it gives you steps and processes. It'll often even give you criteria for presenting and more details on there. Another option is presenting through your local. It's a sample ATA local site, and on PD there will usually be links to a PD chair or a PD committee from the local. You can reach out to those involved in the PD committees within a local and explore opportunities to present to members. And you can even take this on yourself through social media platforms like YouTube. Here's the ATA PD YouTube channel. You can create your own YouTube channel or other social media platform where you can share your PD presentations. Screen recordings are a great way to practice presenting. You can do as many takes as you like. It's a little bit less nerve-wracking than presenting in front of people. It's another way to market yourself as a presenter. So those are just a few of the ways that you can explore the different professional development opportunities that the association has to offer. And in fact, even for school-based PD, another strategy is just have a conversation with your principal and see what opportunities may come up to be able to present to your peers.
As a presenter, one of the best things we can do is to self-reflect before we commit to a session. For some, the prospect of presenting in front of an audience of peers might cause a bit of an anxiety or a trepidation or other feelings to bubble up. And so it's important for us to self-reflect on factors that might make us feel more comfortable and confident during our session. So let's explore some questions we can ask ourselves when we are deciding when, where, and to whom we should present. One of the first questions you should consider when you're thinking about when, where, and with whom you'd like to present is whether you'd prefer to present on your own or to co-present with a colleague or two. Some people feel more comfortable presenting on their own. As the sole presenter, you have more of a sense of control over the session and where it's going. You have less information to take in. You can focus on reading the room and preparing and presenting your session on your own. And you don't have to focus on a co-presenter as well. Others feel more comfortable co-presenting. Not only can you capitalize on efficiencies in planning and preparing your session because you have more than one person working on it, but you also can bounce ideas off each other and interact with each other during the session. Another question to consider is whether you'd prefer to present in front of a familiar audience or an unfamiliar audience. A familiar audience can give a sense of comfort for some. It's nice to see friendly faces in the room. You can feel supported by your peers and even have a chance to touch base with them right after the session to see how it went. Presenting in front of a familiar audience can also come with a bit of a sense of risk for some. So an unfamiliar audience might be your preference. When you present in front of an audience who you don't really know personally, it can feel a little less socially risky. And so it's important to consider the audience and your familiarity with them prior to booking a session. Finally, think about your topic. Would you feel more comfortable and confident presenting about a topic that you have significant depth of expertise within? Or would you feel more comfortable presenting on a topic that is an area of growth for you? Perhaps you've chosen a topic that is something you want to learn more about. So you've done a lot of research, your background knowledge is current, you have experience and things you've tried with your students, for example. You want to share your learning in that process. that is a great way to present a session. You might also want to focus on an area where you have a depth of expertise, where you have kind of a long-term relationship with that topic that you'd like to share in your session.